Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I saw a video today that Kwame Brown posted on his channel, Kwame Brown Bus Life, and he played a video of an 11-year-old boy reading a book, and I had saw this on my Instagram as well. But I thought it was worthy of sharing because this is the type of stuff that they are allowing to be in these schools. These books, some of these books are so inappropriate, and I dang sure wouldn't want any of my children reading that at that particular age. My children are now grown. One is grown and two are in high school, but I definitely would have been upset if they had been allowed to access this type of book that he's reading. But I'll go ahead and play the video of Kwame, and then I'll follow up with more commentary.
I just can't understand why a child need to have this in their library. This is supposed to be a Christian nation. We're supposed to be teaching kids not to have sex, but from the looks of it, this book, this kid is reading about things that I think is on a maturity level that's beyond his years. For somebody to be 11 years old, reading about pulling out condoms out of a dresser drawer, it's kind of alarming to me. Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know most people, but I don't know all people, but I think most people do not want their 11-year-old son or their 11-year-old daughter having sex. So without further ado, I want to play this clip and react to it, and you guys let me know what you think. So hold on. Fair use, fair use. I got this off of Instagram. I think this is the Shade Room. No, you'll see.
This book was on a stand. I'd like to read you a page. My back over my hips as I ask if we should take our clothes off. And he's saying yes before I finish my sentence. He's pulling off my t-shirt, laughing when I can't undo his shirt buttons. He's undoing my belt. I'm reaching into his bedside drawer for a condom. We're kissing again. We're rolling over. Obviously, you can see where this is going. I don't know if it's because we're feeling especially emotional or just tired, or these past couple of weeks have been too much. But this reminds me so much of the first time we had sex. We were both terrified, and the whole thing was kind of terrible because we didn't know what we were doing. But it was good too, so good, because we were a mess of emotions, and we were scared and excited, and everything felt new. So this sort of feels like that. Nick touches me like he's scared that any minute. Now, this book was at my middle school, and it was on a stand. When I rented it out to show my dad it, the librarian asked if I wanted more and if I wanted a graphic novel version.
So he saw that book. First of all, I don't know why a child need to read a book like that. I know it's all inclusive and things of that nature, and I have no problem with that. I have a problem with the age. I've said it from day one. There's an age limit on drinking. There's an age requirement on drinking. There's an age requirement to get in the club, to get an ID, to get a driver's license. There's an age requirement to do a lot of things. Why are we teaching kids so early about sex? And it specifically seems like one type of sex. So yeah, I just don't get it. This is not an attack on anyone. I don't believe in that. I believe in everybody being able to do what they want to do, but I also believe in timing and place. I don't think it's the time or the place for an 11-year-old to be reading a book like that, and definitely at schools. Why can't we let the parents do the job of raising their kids? I don't think that's the government business. I don't think it's a school or any institution's business to teach anyone's kids sex or things of that nature. You should be focused more on teaching them how to read, write, balance a tax book, things of that nature, because the scores are not just, alarming for all of these kids.
Now, I really do agree with what Kwame said, because these schools need to be focused on educating these children. They already lost a year due to COVID. They've talked about how far behind these American students are. So their focus needs to be on those books and not these reading books that are inappropriate. I would be upset if that were my child telling me or bringing this book home, showing me this is what they were talking about in the book. I don't need my 11-year-old hearing about that like that. Now, when my children were in middle school, they did used to have some kind of thing where I think other people came in to talk to the students about their bodies and periods and things like that, but they brought a permission slip home that outlined the conversation, and you could sign up for it or you can decline and say you don't want them to teach that. Now, I'm all for that, especially if it's going to tell you what they're going to do and if it's something that you feel is appropriate for your child. But just putting books in there and having them available, these students may pick up these books and not have any idea what's in them because they take these little library trips, and they may start reading and it's just uncomfortable. And next thing you know, your child's asking you something that you don't even know that they know about or that you weren't ready to introduce to them. And I don't like that at all. I'm not sure exactly how each of these books is selected to go in the schools. I know now the Republicans are really on a big push about the books that are in schools, and like these type of books, I wouldn't mind them removing. Now, all the history related books, now that's a whole nother story. They're doing way too much and their racism is showing. But as far as these books that are not age appropriate, they need to be removed from these elementaries and middle school campuses. I'm not with it, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button before you go and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, peace.